One is that when people talk about the war and the miracle and so on, the war had what the Israelis call the war had two stages. At that moment, there are no Arab armies that Israel has to face in Palestine. The only military power that the Israeli, or still call them the Zionist paramilitary groups before the creation of the State of Israel, the only military force they have to face are paramilitary groups on the Palestinian side. And in every aspect, in terms of numbers, logistics, arms, experience, they have the upper hand from the very beginning. It is the paramilitary, Palestinian paramilitary groups which are the minority in every way, and really the weak party in this balance of power. And Israel used it in order to already expel 250,000 Palestinians even before one Arab soldier entered Israel on the 15th of May after Israel was declared as a state. When the Arab government sent contingents into Palestine, and that's what I did in the making, I just examined, I'm not a military historian, but like even as a common sense viewer of these or observers of these things, I check numbers of troops, weapons, equipment, experience. Again, all these parameters which are important, and I didn't see any particular advantage for the contingencies that were thrown by the Arab regimes, which, from a Palestinian point of view, were too little and too late to stop their expulsions. And yes, it was a real war. The war between Israel and the Egyptian army, or the Jordanian army, and the Syrian army. There were real clashes, and I think most of the Israeli casualties of that war came from these clashes. But there were definitely the Israelis at every given moment had the upper hand in all these parameters we are talking about. So it's not a miracle. It's a realistic result, given the fact that none of the Arab armies, apart from the Jordanian army, had any military experience. And the Jordanian army was very limited by a secret agreement between Israel and Jordan, in which Israel promised the West Bank to Jordan in return for very limited military intervention. And therefore, it explains not only the Israeli victory, it explains why Israel was able, while fighting these military contingents, to continue the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians while they were fighting these regular Arab troops. So it was not a miracle, it was an objective reality by which years of preparation with the help of the British
Mhm.
have positioned the young Israeli army in a much advantageous position compared to the Arab armies that enter Palestine, or definitely the Palestinians themselves.